Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks Plays Naval Action, and in today's battle episode, well, we have a basic one. We have a basic cutter versus the cutter. And the fight is taking, as you can see, just outside of Carlisle. Me, of course, playing the British cutter, and opposing captain being an NPC, being the pirate cutter captain. So I think this will be a rather short battle, although my cannons are still not upgraded. Just after this fight, roughly, or actually a few more fights after, I was able to purchase, finally, carronades. So that 12-pounder carronade, so that I can actually do some more serious damage. But this fight is still being done with medium cannons of 4-pounder. So that's a little bit, bad armament, but still, we are able to pull it off, hopefully, and yeah. So let's aim down the sight and fire. While you're watching this, I figured I might as well give you some tips in terms of, combat and stuff. I'm not really adept when it comes to sailing or trading and crafting in naval action. That's something that I'm really not interested in, So I figured might as well give you tips on combat, because that's my main focus, and I have just today applied for testing Naval Action Legends and see if I will be granted an access, so we'll see. If I get it, I might actually preview some content, depending if the devs allow it, I guess. Okay, so this fight is a little bit of a turning contest, but then again, should be a rather short, straightforward fight, and yeah. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, few tips when considering. You have to know your ship and the ship of the opponent to be able to effectively craft a strategy. For example, I know that we are here on par, and that basically this is another copy of my ship, so nothing. I know what its turn rate is, I know how it can turn, so no special strategy here when it comes to, engaging. If I was engaging a privateer, as you probably see in the previous episode, then my main focus would be disabling its superior speed and maneuverability, so that I could, in theory, maneuver better than him and ultimately, sink him. Now, that being said, we have another pass at him. Let's aim and fire. So the cutter is, I guess, a little bit more tanky than the Lynx. I don't know how it fares regarding the privateer, but it's definitely lower tier than the privateer, almost, despite the fact that both of them are 7th rate. And privateer, as far as I remember, could mount higher caliber carronades, which makes it a beast of a ship. So yeah, as you can see, I do have a leak, but I have some of my guys on survival, and I'm perfectly able to actually pound this guy with enough hot lead that would hopefully soon lead it to its inevitable demise. I really like how they added land in naval action. That's really cool that they added it in the battles. I know for you that have been playing, you said, okay, well, we had it forever, but I stopped playing just after it was added, so I'm still marveling the beauty of it. Yeah, so when it comes to cutter, I'm having twofold approach. I'm trying to pound on its weak side, which is the port side, to kill off its armor and the structure, while at the same time I'm trying not to miss a raking opportunity, because those ones, from what I've heard at least, should be devastating. And fire. And fire. Okay, a little bit too low, just one to the hull. Hard to starboard. Let's present another cheek. and fire a broadside. And fire. 3 to the hull. Satisfactory. Hard to port. So as you can see, we are able to, bring John Canson, or how do you pronounce that? Sanson? Quite fast enough, which I'm hoping would be able to send him to the Davy Jones locker, and a beautiful sunset outside of Carlisle. Okay, there goes his armor. Now we are up for killing the structure, which is... The structure has been recently implemented in the latest patch, so rather than, just pounding at the armor, you are now introducing structural leaks as well when you're pounding the structure. So after the structure is down, then the ship should be essentially, collapsing and just sinking quickly and easily. So yeah. Ooh, nice one. 5 to the hull, 1 to the cannon, and 1 to the crew. As you can see, the fight, which started pretty much evened out. I mean, the AI is decent. I can tell you, for example, in another episode which I was trying to do, I was sailing against a cutter, which basically tore me a new one. Sorry. It sank me actually, and I was pretty surprised because it was actually very able in terms of sailing and hitting me, and yeah, I never expected it, and for some reason I was constantly trying to switch fire modes and stuff, and that's how I essentially, pooped the bucket. So, okay, 3 to lower. Fire. Okay, 1 to the sails, 1 to the hull. Well, he is sinking soon enough. And by the way, thank you guys who have told me that you can actually loot the ships now. I don't think I have successfully looted this one in this episode, but I have looted one after it. So, yeah. Thanks for that, because, well, that is netting me also some amount of cash, which I direly need to be able to, advance to better ships. So the plan is anyway to, take a couple of battles with a cutter, then hopefully progress either to yacht or a pickle, redeemables. Then I'll probably film a couple of battles with those, and then we will take a look in terms of how it goes. I think I have completely tore down its structure, so I'm expecting him to be sinking shortly. As you can see, this is a rather short fight, but then again, since we are all starting from scratch and, well, me being a casual player, that means I won't be able to get to bigger frigates fast, because it will take me some time. I do have the rank for it. I'm currently, I believe, flag captain. I never made it to, in the recent time when I was playing, to the rear admiral, to be able to, commandeer bigger ships, but then again, given my playstyle, I think that's okay. I just play occasionally, and, I have other projects, so to say. Okay, 4 to the hull, and battle over. As you can see, this guy is done. Right, that concludes our little escapade, so I'd like to thank you all for watching. Like if you like, hit subscribe for more Naval Action content, and by the time you'll be seeing this, I'm hoping that I will have my Patreon up. So if you like what you're seeing and want to support me, head over there and leave me something for the coffee, I guess. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks, signing off.